All right. So I've already shown you how you can start getting clients to pay you anywhere from $2,000 to $25,000. I've also shown you how you can build a special high ticket funnel designed to attract high paying clients. So if by any chance you haven't watched those video trainings just yet, I want you to watch them first, or else the rest of this video won't make sense. Okay? Sounds good. All right. So you have all those ready to go. There's only one missing puzzle left, and that is how do you get high paying clients to actually go through the funnel. So who are this seemingly privileged group of people who have miraculous amounts of money and are eager to throw them in your direction? Are they like, do they hang out in a certain place? Do they belong to certain clubs? Or do they congregate in some kind of organization? Now, okay, I know I'm getting carried away, and I know it's kind of laughable, but there was a time I really asked along those lines. And because for a long time, I held the notion that only rich people are my clients, or they're going to be, and they're probably from like small, medium enterprise or SMEs or established business owners, and they're not work from home solopreneurs. Okay, and yes, I thought that they probably hang out in a very certain place. I mean, you heard of people or that famous saying, birds of a feather flock together, right? Now, I know the last line probably sounds kind of silly at the moment, but really, that was what I believed for a long, long time. But that couldn't be any further from the truth, as I would later discover. Because the thing is that your clients don't have to be rich people, okay? Although it does help, but that really is not a requirement. Okay? Your clients are in fact already around you, believe it or not. You just have to create the right conditions and value to enable them to want to go with you rather than forcing it down their throat. I mean, surely you have friends or people that you know who, even though you know that they're not doing that well or they're not making a lot of money, but it didn't stop them from buying the latest iPhone or buying the latest new car or even a house for the matter. So yes, the excuse of having no money is really that, an excuse. If you have a super killer breakthrough offer and your client wants that, there's no excuse that's going to hold him back from getting it. On the other hand, if it's something that's not so urgent, not so exciting, it's not really a problem, your client can afford to wait, let it be, that no reason can compel him further to act now. Bottom line, your potential clients are already around you and within reach. So what does it take to reach them? Surprisingly, you don't have to do a lot of things or work real hard to attract clients. Most coaches and marketers would suggest doing a multitude of things to get traffic. And while that's true for low and middle ticket offers, because you definitely need to get the numbers for those, for high ticket, it's a different ball game, and it's definitely a different mindset altogether. I used to try to do many things because my simplistic logic was that if I do more ways to get traffic, then I'll definitely have more clients coming in. So only to find myself working hard like 90% of the time for like less than 10% of the results. I guess as with anything else done the first time, I needed to get a lot of practice and get a feel of what works and what doesn't. Gradually, I discovered what worked and dialed in on it more. Methods that didn't bring in results, I just drop it. And therefore, I focus on exclusively just a couple of channels to reel in my dream clients. With that said, let me share with you my 4 ways of getting high-paying clients, and you don't have to do all of them. However, I found that this worked great for me. The first way is your immediate Facebook profile. That's right, the one that you normally use right now, your personal profile. This is the easiest and fastest place you can start with. For most people, Facebook is just a resting, chill-out place for fans, jokes, memes, many more things. But in the right hands, it can also be a potent moneymaker and high-ticket client magnet. 3 good reasons why. Number 1, it's an instant platform for you to create and share value on your expertise. Number 2, it also doubles as an authentic brand builder. You know, like how some people that we tend to visit over and over again on their Facebook profiles because there's some messages or some things that they have a very strong stand on, and that's why we find them. Whether you love them or hate them, that's not relevant right now, but you notice that they build a brand for themselves. And you know what? It's also free, okay? I first got my Facebook in 2007, and it was a very different time. So Facebook is always ever evolving, and for the first many years, like most people, I use Facebook for nothing more than recreation. I just connected with friends, chill out here, post some silly jokes and things like that. So if you have me on Facebook by any chance and you go to my earlier years, the way I posted back then is a lot different than it is right now. So even though I was already running an online business for a long time, I don't really discuss, or basically I didn't discuss much about my online business, not on my Facebook profile. I didn't talk about my achievements. I didn't talk about what I have on sale. I kept that strictly to my mailing list or other channels. So it was only in the recent years, okay, this is fairly recent, I only started becoming serious about my Facebook. Okay, not that serious, okay? I mean, I still post some personal pictures, some personal posts that's got nothing to do with my business, but I tend to restrict that kind of privacy to friends only. On the other hand, I went full on about my business and my expertise in internet marketing, and I make those posts in particular public. That means you don't have to be a friend of mine to actually see this post. Initially, I was concerned what my high school friends or old neighborhood buddies, some family members or church buddies, etc. What would they think of me when they see posts like this? Because they knew me under very different circumstances, obviously, and maybe you might share the same concern too. All right. But here's the thing though, these people that I just mentioned, they're not your target clients. So just go ahead, don't let any limiting beliefs hold you back. Shape up your Facebook profile, prime it to attract high paying clients. Now there's no art or science to it, but if you want something predictable or a pattern, might I suggest that you post 3 value-packed content posts followed by 1 offer to work with you. And the reason why, because you don't want to come across as a very spammy kind of person. I'm sure you come across some Facebook profiles where people are just very spammy. They just sell, but they have nothing valuable to offer, and it's not that's kind of like not really a big wonder why they're not doing that well despite all the promotional posts they put in. So basically, I've kind of adhered to a certain pattern as well. And in fact, let me just show you some examples on my own Facebook. So yes, every now and then I share valuable content like some of these posts that you're seeing right now, where I just share my expertise freely, and I have a couple of posts like this every once in a while. Now, I don't have a fixed pattern as well, but I do make it consistent where definitely every week there's going to be something from me, or in a month there's going to be a few posts from me. The most important thing that you want to look at is frequency, okay? So it also helps that if you have some real success stories or case studies, you can even show case studies or testimonials from your students, and these are very, very powerful motivators. They're powerful social proofs, and it can also help people make an informed decision whether they want to choose you as the coach, because it's all about social proof, you know. They see that someone else is getting results, and they want and desire that kind of results as well, okay? Nobody likes to be a guinea pig, all right? So like what you're seeing here right now, these are some of my posts where I share success stories of some of the people that I train and also make money from my teachings, and also in this case high ticket. And that's why I'm deliberately showing you this post right now, that I had previously taught and trained people to make high ticket sales. And of course, it's also okay to make an offer to work with you, and this is what I do. I post this kind of post every once in a while, not so often, but once in a while, to invite people to come and work with me and be my client, okay? And usually the call to action is rather simple. I might have a website for them, and that's preferable, but just in case you don't have a website ready to go just yet, it's okay to even get people to private message or PM you as well, because ultimately you just want to validate this as quickly as possible, get sales rolling in, okay? So yes, this is pretty much how I roll on my personal Facebook profile. So yes, you don't have to do it every day, because I certainly don't, but if you have something good to say, you have some like really awesome content to share every day, well, be my guest, okay? But what matters again is frequency. If you're going to post once a week, do just that. It's a lot better than posting a lot of content in like the next 3 days straight and then followed by weeks or months of silence. And I see some people actually do that, all right? I personally prefer doing this method versus posting the same content on fan pages, because engagement is a lot higher with your personal profile. And with a personal profile, you can build both friends and followers as well. You don't have to be friends with everyone, and that's the good news. Now, does it work? Well, this is how I found some of my clients who private messaged me, and I even had one person paid $20K to work with me. So yes, it definitely does work. The second way is Facebook groups. Now, you can start your own, what I call a tribe, or if you already have an existing Facebook group, I would suggest you start grooming your group to be more tribe-like and more community-like. So contrary to popular opinion, you don't have to have a group of thousands of members before you start pitching anything. Now, me, I don't run large Facebook groups. In fact, I don't consider myself a really good moderator. For the longest time, I was kind of put off by the idea of running Facebook groups, but it was just not that long ago. I just learned to go with it. I'm not really a big fan of running thousands of members because I feel that's a lot of work. In fact, as of the time of this video, I have just 2 prominent Facebook groups, and they number in the low hundreds of members. But what matters the most is setting the context and positioning yourself as the authority figure in your group. Now, I'd rather have active participation of hundreds of members over thousands or tens of thousands who don't feel a belonging at all. Okay? Oh, and again, you know what? What does it cost to set up a Facebook group? Again, it's free, all right? And you can invite your immediate contacts, friends on Facebook, your mailing list if you have one, or even put an invitation to join your Facebook group in your download pages, and you can get members in passively. Now, what if starting a Facebook group is really not your cup of tea? Well, that's okay, you know. Well, personally, I don't do this, but I've seen some coaches share valuable content on other people's Facebook groups, making subtle offers to work with them, and they were able to attract their own clients. I've seen it work, and yeah, they're making money like gangbusters, all right. Now, this is a gray area though. Let me just warn you that, okay? It's a gray area. Some Facebook group admins won't like it. They may ban you outright for doing that, and that's kind of why I decided to have my own Facebook group, okay? Now, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong in this case. It's kind of a gray area. It's more subjective. However, if you want to do this method, do it with caution, okay? It also helps that if you contact a Facebook group admin first to see if it's okay to post that, especially if the rules are kind of ambiguous. But hey, you know what? This could also be an opportunity for you to make an offer with the Facebook group admins and do a JV. Okay, so I've seen some posts by Facebook admin groups themselves where they endorse you as a coach, and they can even promote you on your behalf, and you can pay them a commission for referring clients to you. And you know what? Boom! This is an instant pool of potential high-ticket clients. You know what? I think I've just given you an idea right over there. I just thought about it right now. You can contact multiple Facebook group owners and make this offer, and they don't have to all say yes. Even if you get a few people who agree to do it for you, and they reach out to their audience for you, because it's very highly likely that their followers trust them more than they trust you right now. So if they get a third-party recommendation, guess what? These are clients you wouldn't have been able to get on your own or get it any easier. The next thing I want to talk about is Facebook ads. Now, this requires you to definitely have a fan page to do it. And here's the thing though, don't focus on buying likes, because long story short on buying likes is that it's just vanity, okay? I know we're very used to seeing Facebook fan pages where they run into like hundreds of thousands of Facebook likes, or even millions for the matter, but you know what? You don't have to do anything like that. In fact, my Facebook fan pages, the few that I have right now, they have embarrassingly low number of likes, probably like low 4 figures. But you know what? Is that really an important factor? I don't think so. Because while it's okay to get your going to buy some likes for your fan page, but I think it's kind of like necessary to just buy to get started. That's okay, so that your fan page comes across with, at least it looks a little bit credible, not exactly like a ghost town. But you ought to allocate more on your budget running Facebook ads and drive the traffic straight to your landing page and your high ticket funnel. So let's just say you have out of 100% of your Facebook ads budget that you have right now, whether it's a few hundred or a few thousand, that's okay. It's better to put probably like 10% into buying likes and the rest into driving the traffic straight to your landing page. So it's a given that organic engagement for your posts on fan pages are getting lower and lower every year, because Facebook actually wants you to spend more to boost your posts and get more reach. It's kind of like pay to play. But you know what? I think that's fine. That's just how it is over here. But don't discount Facebook, because it's a great, fantastic platform to reach people you otherwise wouldn't have been able to reach. So with Facebook ads, you can target specific countries or cities and go based on your profiling of ideal clients. Okay? So here's a quick example though. I mean, this is one real life case study. I use Facebook ads, or rather my staff helped me do that. So we work together, we use Facebook ads to fill in one of my live workshops in Malaysia. And each of the participants you're seeing in this picture, they paid close to $2,000 each to attend a 2.5-day event. And I haven't even counted the upsells throughout the workshop itself. So yes, it really, really works. And you can use this to fill up on a more geographic level, okay? So that's already 3 ways to get high-paying clients solely through Facebook. And you know what? That's kind of like more than enough already, you know? Now, let me just share with you one other way, okay? It's kind of like what I call launch piggyback, all right? So what this means is that basically if you're in internet marketing like me by any chance, you see that there are launches happening every single day. And here's the thing, most of these launch vendors don't have a strong solid back end. Well, some of them do, but most of them don't, okay? Because yeah, most of them, they have their sales funnel in place, like with upsells and downsells, but many of them don't have a high ticket offer priced $2,000 and above. Few of them actually do. So that's right, what you can do, okay, what you can do is that you can approach these launch vendors and offer to run a webinar or send the leads to you. And you do the closing, okay? You credit the launch vendors 5 to 10% for their referral. And I mean, hey, why not, right? I mean, let's just say you have a $5,000 coaching program and they have referred the leads to you. I think it's okay to pay them 10% commission, and they'll be very happy, you know. $500 commission for something that they wouldn't have been able to do, or they would have to sell many more low-ticket sales to get there. And all they need to do is just mail their list. And this is really good money for them. And they don't have to do the support. They don't have to do the coaching. That's going to be what you're doing, okay? And they just need to send the leads to you. Now, do you have to get every launch vendor? Not really. Even if you have 1 or 2 launch vendors who agree to you every week to do a JV with you, you guarantee yourself a steady stream of clients every week and every month. So really, you don't have to do a lot of different difficult things to get clients. It's all there already. So I hope you've got a lot of plenty of eureka moments. And this is what set my business on an explosive growth. And if you're tired of selling just low ticket offers, or you want to add another ambitious digit to your yearly or even monthly income, high ticket is the way to go. Now, $10,000 a month is good money for most people. But $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month and above, how would you spend your money? I mean, how would you do things differently today if you're making that kind of money right now? Take a few seconds to think about it. So, at this point, you have a choice. You can either A, whatever you just learned today or in my past video trainings, you can take them all and forget about it and go back to the life that you currently know and live right now, and nothing will change. Everything will remain the same. Or B, you can choose to make it happen, take action, and get a life you want. All right? So it's really kind of like, do you want to make it a life of missed opportunities, or do you want to live a life of abundance and possibilities? And if you choose to go for greatness rather than settle for good, then I have something in store for you. My team and I have set aside some time to talk with you about how you can apply these ideas to your business starting today. And the price is free. First of all, let me say that this is not for everyone. If you're jumping from one opportunity bandwagon to another, this is not for you. If you're a negative person, this is definitely not for you too. And if you're more concerned about saving money, this is not for you as well. This is for you if you're totally committed to hitting your income goals with giving value to your clients being your #1 priority. You are ready to invest in yourself, and you are a fast action taker. And here's why we're doing this. On the call, we'll help you seek total clarity about exactly what you want your business to look like and the exact steps you need to take to achieve your goals. If you want us to help you, and if we think it's a good fit, we may invite you to become one of the new clients we're accepting this month. If we work together, we'll put you through our signature program, the same one we put our students through, and see breakthrough results. So you've seen their results. How would you like to be our next success story? The syllabus is designed to get you to 6 figures per month, simplified, automated, systemized. And we're expecting you to be making big ticket sales and getting new clients at higher prices within the next 2 to 3 weeks. And if you're going VIP with us, we also have a done-for-you program reserved for the highest echelons in our clientele. Most people take nearly forever to get started because there's a lot to figure out. Thus, for anyone going VIP, we've got this covered for you. We build your high-ticket funnel from A to Z. Just a warning though, spots are limited because our time is limited. So at this point, you should see that there's a button below this video right now. If you click on it, click on the button and you'll be following through a process, all right, a very simple process on how you can book a schedule with us, and there'll be a simple form for you to fill in so that we kind of know where you're coming from, okay? And just in case by any chance the button is not there whatsoever, you can also manually type this into your browser, unlimitedhighticket.com/apply. So I hope you've learned a lot from this video training along with me and in the previous video training session as well, and hope it's been of great help to you so far. However, if you want to go really, really ballistic, really explosive, and really change your life and the way you do business, I would recommend you to come and join us, follow me, book a call with me and my team, and let's talk about how we can take your business to the next level. My name is Edmund, and thanks for watching.